Well, Kirstjen Nielsen is out as Secretary of Homeland Security. She delivered her resignation to the president at the White House yesterday. Our Marcella Robertson is live in front of the White House this morning with what this means for the agency now moving forward. Marcella.
Annie, good morning. Yes, Secretary Nielsen did give her resignation to President Trump yesterday, and this just comes a couple of days after she was with the president at the California-Mexico border. Saturday, President Trump repeated his claims that immigration laws need to be tougher.
Our system's full. Our country is full. Can't come in. Our country is full.
A day later, he tweeted, quote, "Secretary of Homeland Security Kirstjen Nielsen will be leaving her position, and I would like to thank her for her service." For 16 months, Nielsen was the head of the Department of Homeland Security. During that tenure, she found herself dealing with a president who wanted dramatic change and Congress who wanted more oversight. In her resignation letter, she wrote she had worked tirelessly to advance the goals and missions of the department, adding it was the right time for her to step aside. Working under President Trump, Nielsen quickly became the face of trying to crack down on illegal immigration, which included the separation of children from their parents at the border. And yesterday, President Trump also announced that Kevin McAleenan, the current Commissioner of Customs and Border Protection, will now serve as the acting Secretary for DHS. It's the latest here at the White House. Back to you, Annie.
All right, Marcella, thanks so much. We'll bring you the latest developments on a permanent pick for DHS Secretary as we learn more.